Hello everyone, welcome back to another Medieval Monday, and this time we're gonna take a look at how you can make your wheat farms, or usually any farm, look a lot better. And yes, this is the windmill, and you can click and watch that video right now if you want to see how to make this beautiful windmill. And yeah, so over here we have a lot of flatland, and that flatland I'm going to use for my farm. So it's obviously not going to be too big of a farm, but it's going to be a good sized farm. So I'm just going to add some farmland, like what you would get. Just a second. This and some water, because I need to have some water so the crops would stay there and not just pop up. And I need some seeds. So that's what you need for your farm, obviously. And I just cannot find seeds that I need. There they are. Okay, so I'm just going to make all this into a lot of crops and few dots of water, just to make crops not pop off and annoy me too much. So, and if you're building this if you're building this on Raven, you do not have to add water, I think, because they have, I don't know how they did it, but the crops will just stay there and nothing will happen. So I'm just going to turn all this land here into a lot of crops. Alright guys, so this is it. This is the big, or relatively big, wheat farm. And you can see there's a lot of crops there, and this looks better. So some of you may be wondering, well, how you can actually make it look better. Well, there's a lot of ways. First, you want to have small roads going across, because that's how the people would go inside if they're tall and if the crops are tall. So you need to have like a small road going across and maybe branching out to the other side. So let's do that. And for the roads, let's use gravel for road, because I think the gravel will just work. It's going to look nice. I just can't find gravel, and I use it so often. Okay, so let's clear some of this. And guys, so right now we have a road. Now this road is still not looking good enough, and there are a few things that you want to avoid, and that is having the water right next to your road, because you actually want to have that water almost invisible from roads, and that means that I'm going to replace the water with some dirt, and then I'm going to use, just let me see if there's some more of that here, but I must keep that one for the crops. Okay, so now I'm just going to find my hole like that, and I'm going to replace it and plant some seeds on it. So you want to have really narrow road going across the field. I really think that's the best way to do it. So if you agree, do it like that. And this one is not branching, but for example, if you had something like there and you need to go across the farm to go there, like a barn or something like that, then you can have a road going through here. Now the second thing that you can do is add hay blocks, random hay blocks across your farm. That really helps a lot. And I'm just going to show you one thing that you can do later. So let's say we want one here, one. Maybe you can use it, the water, if you cannot see the water that well. One here, and you don't want to have too many of them, and you don't want to have so much water, so much blocks of water like this next to each other. So avoid that as well if you can. So obviously I just used I used just one world edit brush to make all this, and the brush will be in description so you can check it out and you can see how you can quickly make this big farm. And another thing to add is, so I don't know how it's called in English, but it's basically, this is how it looks like. So you will have something like this, and then we need these for down here, and you can find them on farms like these. So basically they would just stack a lot of these things right next to like a wooden pillar, and then there would be a lot of them. I will show you the photo, so that's, the photo is worth 1,000 words, so you can see what I mean. And yes, that photo, that's what I was aiming for. Maybe it does look the best, but you can make it different, or that's just one idea. Now, another thing that you can do is fence off your farm, but you have a lot of options when it comes to this. You can use normal fence, you can use that fence metadata, you can use small cobbled walls, and I'm going to show you how it looks with all of them. So I'm just going to go, and metadata is this one. I'll just show you what I mean. This one. So you want to fence off your farm like that. So I'm just going to do a couple of examples and then I'm going to show you. Okay guys, so this is the cobble wall, and you must combine the moss, that's really important. Here's some more, and that's the cobble. This is that metadata. This is not looking best, but you can still use it and arrange it at your own will. You can do it however you like. And this is the normal fence. Now you can see that on some places there are like one gap between the farm and the fence, and that is, on that spot you want to have grass, fern, and you want to have large fern, double tall grass. And let's add some, and then I'm going to show you how it all looks like. Alright, so let's take a look, and as you can see, it's nicer. So I haven't added a lot of here, I definitely should. And you can see, and definitely use these bright ones, bright green ones, because they work the best. And yeah, now the next thing that you can do is add mushrooms, and both mushrooms and little shrubs like these. And let me just find, I don't know if that was the right one. Nope. Just let me, yeah, these ones, these little bastards. So add a lot of these all around. You can even add some along the road. Why not? It's always good to have something like that and not that. And you can also add some grass along the road, and I'm just going to add some randomly, and then I'm going to go back and show you how it all looks like. Okay guys, so I haven't added mushrooms because there's a problem with my server when using mushrooms. I don't know what the hell is happening, but yeah. So I added some along the road as well, and some in the field here. Like this one. So you can definitely experiment and see what works the best. So I'm going to just tell you what you can add So we have roads going across your field. We have these hay stacks, hay blocks. We have that thing there that I don't have a clue how it's called in English. We have a lot of different greenery. There are shrubs, tall grass, short grass, even mushrooms, and there's fencing around your farm. So hopefully these tips will make your farm look better. And this one is not the best, as you can see. I just spammed all of these things around just to show you what stuff you can use, and it's definitely going to make your farms better. And the last thing that you can add are leaves around. So where you have your fencing, you can actually have some leaves, blocks of leaves, because they work as like big shrubs and all that, and you can see, and it's definitely making everything look better. So if you're trying to have a better like vegetation around, so if it's your plot or anything, definitely add some along the roads. It's going to make it so much nicer, trust me. So yeah, I really hope that you have learned something, even though this was not a proper tutorial, but it's still a part of like medieval series, because in every medieval village you want to have a farm, and that's a very basic thing that people can do. And yes, I really do hope that these tips helped you. If they did, please tell me in the comments what you think about it, what you would add, change, and whatever you think that works best. And as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.